on Sandy Row, a loyal orange prod. I stood for good King William, that noble man of God. My motto, no surrender, my flag, the Union Jack. And every 12th I proudly marched to Finity and back. A loyal son of Ulster, a true blue, that was me, prepared to fight, prepared to die, for faith and liberty. As well as that, a Linfield man, and always kept in mind to have no time for Catholics or any of their kind. Then one night in Bangor, I met sweet Rosie Green. The moment I laid eyes on her, I knew she was my queen. When I saw she fancied me, my mind went in a buzz, and I clean forgot to ask her what her religion was. Next time we met, I told her, I'm a proddy, staunch and true. And she says, I'm a Catholic, and just as staunch as you. Her words were hard and bitter, but suddenly like this, the centuries of hatred were forgotten in a kiss. I knew our love would bring us only trouble and distress, but nothing in this world would make me love sweet Rosie less. I saved a bit of money up as quickly as I could. I asked her if she'd marry me, and God, she said she would. Then the trouble really started. Her folks went raving mad, and so when mine found out about it, they were twice as bad. My father said that from that day he'd hang his head in shame, and by a strange coincidence, her father said the same. My mother cried her eyes out, and she said, I'd rue the day that I let a papish hussy steal my loyal heart away. And Rosie's mother said, when she recovered from the blow, that she'd rather have the devil than a man from Sandy Row. We were married in a papish church on the other side of town, but that's how Rosie wanted it, and I couldn't let her down. The priest was awful nice to me. He made me feel at home. I think he pitied both of us, for our families didn't come. The rooms we went to live in had nothing but the walls. They were far away from Sandy Row and further from the falls. For that was how we wanted it, for both of us knew well, but to be amongst the friends we knew, our lives would be a hell. But life out there was lonesome, for Rosie I well knew. And then we had our wee religious difference too. At dinner time on Friday, when Rosie gave me fish, I looked at it and then at her and said, "Ton's not my dish." I remember what she said to me, "You'll have to pay a price. To eat no meat on Friday is a poor wee sacrifice. To make for Christ, who died for us on Friday long ago." Anyway, I ate it, and I liked it well, you know. And then when Sunday morning came, and I lay on at 8, Rosie came to me and said, "Get up or you'll be late. You've got a church to go to. That's where you should be. So out you get this minute. You'll be down the road with me." We left the house together, and somewhere down the line, she went on to her church and I went on to mine. But all throughout the service, although we were apart, I felt that we were worshipping together in my heart. The weeks and months went quickly by, and then there came the day when Rosie up and told me there's a baby on the way. We went down on our knees that day to thank the Lord above and to ask for the child 2 blessings of tolerance and love. We wrote and told our families, for they never used to call. We thought that it might soften them, and so it did and all. First Rosie's and then mine said they'd visit us in turn. And then we marvelled at the power of a wee child not yet born. But I was disillusioned when I found out why they came. It wasn't to be friendly or to make it up again. Rosie's mother came to say the child must be RC, while mine said it would have to be a Protestant like me. The row before the wedding was surely meek and mild compared to all the rumpus that was raised about the child. From both sides of the family, insults and threats were heard. Oh, what a way to welcome a wee angel to the world. The child must be a Catholic, the child must be a prod. But the last and loudest voice I heard was the mighty voice of God. And to his awful wisdom I had to bow my head. For an hour after it was born, our poor wee child was dead. That night I sat by Rosie's side, and just before the dawn, I kissed her as she left me to join our angel son. And my loyal heart was broken within Tom's lonely walls. Oh, where the hell's the Shankill? Or where the hell's the Fowls? But that was many years ago, long years of strife and pain, and I'd have given all I had for to see her face again. But my loneliness is over now. I'll see her soon, I know. But the doctor told me yesterday I haven't long to go. And when I go up yonder, they'll let me in, I hope. But if they ask me who I'm for, King Billy or the Pope, I'm going to take no chances. I'll tell them straight and fair. I'm a loyal Ulster Protestant who loved the Papishire. One way or another, I know they'll let me through. And Rosie will be waiting there, and our little angel too. And the child will lead the two of us, the papist and the prod, up heaven's steps together into the arms of God.
That is on, dude.
How was that word like that?